Imagine standing before a structure so massive that for more than 4,500 years, it has defied time, war, earthquakes, and human imagination. A monument built long before the Roman Empire, long before the birth of modern nations, and even before many of the world's most famous civilizations had fully emerged. A structure so extraordinary that people have spent centuries asking the same question. How did ancient humans build it? This is the story of the Great Pyramids of Giza, one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history. On the edge of the Sahara Desert, just outside modern-day Cairo, stand three enormous pyramids that have fascinated the world for thousands of years. Known as the Pyramids of Giza, these colossal monuments were built during Egypt's Old Kingdom, a period often called the Age of the Pyramid Builders. The largest and most famous of them all is the Great Pyramid of Khufu, also known as the Pyramid of Cheops. Constructed around 2550 BC, it was built for Pharaoh Khufu, one of the most powerful rulers of ancient Egypt. At the time of its completion, the Great Pyramid stood approximately 481 feet tall, making it the tallest man-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. Even today, its size is difficult to comprehend. The pyramid was built using an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks. Some of these blocks weighed several tons, while the largest granite stones used inside the structure weighed as much as 70 tons. On average, many of the limestone blocks weighed around 2 to 9 tons each. Yet the most astonishing part is that the Egyptians built all of this without modern cranes, engines, steel machinery, or advanced construction equipment. For centuries, people struggled to explain how such a project was possible. Some suggested that lost civilizations possessed advanced technology. Others proposed that extraterrestrials helped build the pyramids. Books, documentaries, and television programs fueled these theories for decades, but archaeological discoveries tell a different story. Excavations near Giza have revealed the remains of workers' villages, bakeries, workshops, and burial sites. Evidence shows that thousands of skilled laborers, engineers, stonecutters, architects, and craftsmen worked together on the project. Rather than slaves, as many people once believed, many of these workers were respected laborers who received food, medical care, and housing while helping construct the king's monument. The construction itself required extraordinary planning. Massive limestone blocks were quarried nearby and transported across carefully prepared routes. Granite stones were brought from Aswan, located hundreds of miles south along the Nile River. During seasonal floods, boats carried these enormous stones closer to the construction site. Researchers believe workers used ramps, sledges, ropes, and remarkable teamwork to move the stones into position. What makes the Great Pyramid even more impressive is its precision. The four sides are aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. Modern measurements reveal an accuracy that continues to amaze engineers today. Inside the pyramid lies a complex network of chambers and passageways. The most famous room is the King's Chamber, where Khufu's sarcophagus was placed. Narrow corridors lead through the heart of the structure, while hidden spaces continue to spark debate among researchers. In recent years, advanced scanning technology has detected previously unknown voids within the pyramid. These discoveries remind us that even after centuries of study, the Great Pyramid may still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Not far from Khufu's monument stands the Pyramid of Khafre. Although slightly smaller than Khufu's pyramid, it often appears taller because it was built on higher ground. Khafre's pyramid still retains some of its original smooth limestone casing near the top, offering a glimpse of how all the pyramids once looked. When newly completed, the pyramids were not the weathered stone structures we see today. They were covered in polished white limestone that reflected sunlight brilliantly. From a distance, they would have appeared to glow against the desert landscape, creating a breathtaking sight visible for miles. Nearby stands the Great Sphinx, a colossal statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh. For thousands of years, it has silently guarded the Giza Plateau, becoming another symbol of Egypt's enduring mystery. The pyramids were not merely tombs. They represented the Egyptians' beliefs about life, death, and eternity. Ancient Egyptians believed that the pharaoh became a divine being after death. The pyramid served as both a royal tomb and a spiritual gateway, helping the king journey into the afterlife. Every chamber, corridor, and stone carried religious significance. For the people who built them, these monuments were not simply construction projects. They were sacred structures designed to connect earth and the heavens. As centuries passed, empires rose and fell around them. The Persian Empire came and went. The Greek Empire arrived. The Romans conquered Egypt. Entire civilizations disappeared into history, yet the pyramids remained. Travelers, scholars, explorers, and rulers from around the world stood before them in awe.
Napoleon himself reportedly visited Giza and was overwhelmed by the scale of the monuments. Today, millions of visitors travel to Egypt each year to see the pyramids with their own eyes, and despite centuries of research, the fascination has never faded. For modern audiences, especially in the United States, the Great Pyramids represent something timeless, humanity's ability to achieve what seems impossible. They remind us that ancient people were far more skilled, intelligent, and innovative than many assume. The pyramids are not evidence of magic, they are evidence of human determination. More than 4,500 years after their construction, these stone giants still dominate the desert horizon, still inspiring wonder, still challenging our understanding, and still asking one of history's greatest questions. What else were ancient civilizations capable of achieving that we have yet to fully understand?